Instead of worrying, stressing, like, oh, what should I do? My first video, it has to be so awesome, it has to be so stellar, it has to be so whiz bang and everything. Instead of worrying about those things, I'm going to challenge you to talk about something you already know very easily. And that way you can just be so authentic about it. And the better thing about that is when you just know it and you're so passionate about it, that's going to shine through that camera lens. It just is. Hey there, this is Andrea with A.D.S. here to bring you the very best in marketing and branding tips, as well as business tips for those of you who are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and personal branders. Welcome and thanks so much for being here. And today I am celebrating 2000. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to have 2,000 subscribers here on the A.D.S. Agency YouTube channel. I mean, really, this is so great because I am not the YouTuber that people think about like, ooh, you do YouTube, you must have millions and millions of followers if you're a YouTuber. And that's so not the case for the vast majority of people who create content on YouTube. Small as it is, I mean, this is a hard place to get subscribers. And so I thank every single one of you who've chosen to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, like, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button below and also hit the little bell that comes up as a notifications bell so that you get the notifications when these videos come out. Otherwise, you will never see me again. And what I want to share today, I have several videos about YouTube tips and stuff I've learned along the way because there is so much to learn about the YouTube process, okay? There just is. It's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother genre. There's nothing else like it out there. Like really, Facebook, Instagram, any other platform you can think of out there, nothing compares. Not even the search engine platforms, which YouTube is a search engine, like Pinterest, none of that compares to this. YouTube is an entirely different beast altogether, just like TikTok. TikTok is another entirely different beast too. But YouTube, totally different rules, totally different game. And so I have several videos with all the details and stuff of what I've learned so far, and I'll link to those, like how to get to your first 200 subscribers and then how to get to your first 1,000. But now, at 2,000, I have a new little tidbit to share. And that is for the newbies. So if you are looking at this video and you have not started your YouTube channel yet, or maybe you started it, but you're not serious, or you're kind of wondering if you're really going to take this dive, because it is a dive, it will become a part of your entire life. So if you do so choose to jump down this rabbit hole of YouTube world. And so my tip is for the people who are thinking about doing this for the very first time. And if that is you, I am sincerely talking to you. And I think what we get stuck on are things like lighting and equipment, and I should really buy this. And you know what that is? Yeah, that speaks to quality, but it also speaks to procrastination, because we can easily continue to buy things in order to prep to get ready for our channel. But truth be told, you can have a massively successful channel, and I call success an entirely definition. Basically, if you are an entrepreneur, success on YouTube means you consistently get leads in your funnel that make sense for your business because of YouTube and because you did a great job with making your videos search friendly and all that great stuff. So these tips are not in this video. Please check the other videos for those tips. Very, very important stuff. But what I want to address is the mental issue of getting to your very first video. I have seen a lot of people have this problem, and it comes from so many different places, and we would much rather focus on the equipment and all this other technicalities and learning about all this stuff that we could be doing with ourselves. And really, truthfully, what we should be doing is making that very first video. You got to get cracking on your first one. And again, I think it's some mental blocks there about why people won't do their first one. And it's because you feel like you have to have it so perfect, like it needs to be scripted. And aside from the equipment, you feel like You have to know exactly what you're going to say. You have to practice. It has to be so perfect. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I challenge you to go look at my very first videos on here are shameful, to be honest. And I think you'll hear a lot of other YouTubers say that too, but I really mean mine are very shameful. I knew nothing. I am not a videographer. I'm a marketer. I am not a videographer. I was using YouTube to put up my Facebook Lives so that at the time, Facebook didn't have automatic captions. Now they do. But at the time they didn't have automatic captions. I wanted captions on my videos from Facebook when we were doing Facebook Lives like once a month. And so I read somewhere that you could put it on YouTube and get an SRT file and rip it down and put those files onto your Facebook videos, and then you have captions. And so that's why I was putting my first videos out there. They were really Facebook Lives. I just stuck on YouTube so I could get captions for Facebook. I really did not know what the heck I was doing. And those first ones were so bad. Well, first of all, it was a live. You know, I could talk to you all day about why it was bad, but basically the Wi-Fi was horrible in the place. And so it made the quality so bad. And we had the camera too far away because we were trying to get this look on the set. I mean, we were really doing way too much. And so I'm saying this to you because I have been there and done that and made those mistakes. You know, but when I think about my very first YouTube video and what went into, you know, what was my thought process when I made a video specifically for YouTube and not for Facebook and other stuff, but for YouTube, I think I need to go back and see what video that was. I'm going to check that and put it right here for you. That was the first one. And so, you know, if I think about that video and what went into it, I probably did outline it a good bit, just knowing myself. I probably outlined it. I probably did a bunch of research for it and all that good stuff. And I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm going to give you something that's going to be so much easier for you. So just so you can get this first one out of the way, because a good friend of mine, Roberto Blake, has said a great challenge to see if you are really in this for the long haul for YouTube is to get your first 100 videos done. First 100. If you think about 100 videos, 52 weeks in the year, if you do one video a week, which is not to be laughed at, because you think one video, oh, that's not so much. I can do one video. Some people think they can do like one video a day. And some people do, but I can tell you that one video a day is massive. It's a massive amount of work because you're consider your editing time and all that. So if you work full time, if you run a business, doing a video a week can by itself be a lot to fit in. So Roberta Blake said this, and I think it's such great advice. Get your first 100 videos in. That's almost 2 years worth of videos if you do a video a week, because 52 weeks a year, you know, if you do one a week with some breaks because you just will fall off the wagon sometimes, it's basically going to be a 2-year process, and you will learn so much. He says that because you will learn so much in this process. You just will. There's so many things about editing, about timing, about little things like looking at the camera when you're talking and not like yourself if you have your phone here. Literally, just use your phone, a simple phone tripod and a simple light on you. If you're doing it during the daytime, it can be daylight from a window, or it can be a lamp. For the longest, I used a lamp shade, like a lamp with the shade off, and that was the light on my face during video. And like, seriously, I have like a simple $45 mic that I use. And that is all I use. I really should upgrade myself. And so, you know, I am looking at, hopefully Santa will get that for me for Christmas. Santa meaning probably me. I am looking at like a more professional camera to upgrade myself now that I am 2 years into my YouTube channel and all that good, great stuff, and 2,000 subscribers. Thank you again. And so truthfully, you know, getting that first video knocked out, I mean, let's get back to the task at hand. Getting that first video knocked out and the mental blocks behind it. My best advice to you for getting that first video knocked out is to talk about something you know cold. You just know it. And ideally, you know it and you're passionate about it. And you know it, you're passionate about it, you researched it so that you know This is a video that has a space in the YouTube marketplace. There's a niche for it. There's an audience for it. People are looking for this content. It's not too much. It's not too competitive out there where your video can still get found and thrown up in the YouTube algorithm if it's a great video, right? If it's a good, solid video. And by great, I don't mean it has to be this super TV production quality. It just has to be good enough so that your lighting's decent, people can hear you, and bottom line is that the content itself is great. Period. That's all you need. So instead of worrying, stressing, like, oh, what should I do? My first video, it has to be so awesome, it has to be so stellar, it has to be so whiz bang and everything. Instead of worrying about those things, I'm going to challenge you to talk about something you already know very easily. And that way you can just be so authentic about it. And the better thing about that is when you just know it and you're so passionate about it, that's going to shine through that camera lens. It just is. So that's why I'm saying don't overthink this. You got to get your first video done. Period. So simple. Pick something you know, research it well. And the key outside of that, and again, these are in the videos I already did. So the key to being found, in addition to making the content great, because so that's what to talk about, right? Is the content itself. So you got that down, what to talk about, something you're passionate, something you already know about. The key to getting found is the metadata. The title, the tags. Is your thumbnail good enough? People say it all the time. It's a simple formula. It's not hard. Every single YouTube content creator says that. Your thumbnail, which is the image for your video itself, plus the metadata, the title, the tags, super key, important to be found. And a great way to do that is with a simple tool called TubeBuddy. I use that. It's so helpful. It will change the game. It will change your world. And you just use their keyword tool explorer tool thing they have in there. It's built in. You just use it and it will tell you, is this a valuable title? Is it not too competitive? It's not too much in a competitive space. So there's not so much millions of volumes of videos out there with the same exact kind of topic that yours won't be found. So it can't be in a space that's too competitive for your channel. And is it something that people are looking for? Is it something people are actually looking for? It will tell you that. And it's very simple. It's like a little green means go type of gauge. It'll show you, is this a good title or not? And you just keep searching around until you find a good title that fits all the criteria. And that is how you get found on YouTube. So great content. It's passionate. Knock that content out, get out of the way, and then do yourself a favor and help yourself get found. So you did all this work to create the video. Make sure you do just a little bit of simple research with that tool, TubeBuddy, and a keyword search tool and all that great stuff. Takes 5 minutes, well worth the time for the effort that you put in to edit that thing and all that. Take 5 minutes and do that research and your stuff will get found. Okay? Simple. So I hope this is helpful to somebody out there who is, hopefully, if you have not done your first video yet, this will help you, encourage you to do that first video. And if you are in that space and you're about to do your first video, or if you haven't done a video in a very long time, but now you're like, oh yes, I'm ready to do my first video in a very long time. Leave that information in the comments below. I want to know, like, what's your channel? What are you working on? What's your topic? I want to hear all about it, okay? So it'll be awesome. I'd love to check you out too, okay? Thanks so much for showing up today. I really appreciate it. And again, please be a subscriber if you're not already. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button below. And then all you have to do next is hit the little bell. It's a notifications bell so that you get the notifications about these videos when they come out. Again, if you don't do that, I promise you, you will not see these videos when they come out. You just won't, okay? And if you're seeing this live right now, just know, happy holidays, stay safe. be fabulous in your home. I'm being fabulous in my home during COVID, so you be fabulous in your home too. And I will catch you later, sweeties. Don't forget to follow us at the A.D.S Agency, THEATS Agency. That's like ads, like advertising. The A.D.S Agency on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Miss ADS08 on TikTok. And I will see you later. Cheers.